Yeah, and that's scary for some people. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Because they're not just simply questioning what they believe or their worldview, but their entire sense of reality, their sense of safety, maybe their career.
Well, that's the time that we live in right now. I mean, people right now, you have millions of people who are burning Nikes because Colin Kaepernick got put in an ad, and it's doing all kinds of crazy stuff to people's thoughts because, they had loyalty to a brand and now they hate that brand because of who they chose as a spokesperson, and they hate that spokesperson because of a simple action that he's doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Those types of people aren't ready for, the bare naked truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like the emperor's new clothes.
Mm-hmm.
They're not ready to be told that they're butt naked.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll ruin everything that they thought that they were. Their ego would be shot down, and so they're pure ego, and they're protecting their ego in a sense. But there comes a time when we're not able to live like that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's making me think about the 85%, them being deaf and dumb. And, in a sense, these being secret teachings just simply mean that they're hermetic, they're just tightly sealed because a person is blind, deaf, and dumb. They're not at a place in their growth and development where they're even able to receive things that's just right in front of them, That's
exactly why they're called secret teachings, because you can read them, but if you can't understand them, then they're invisible to you. They're non-existent in your reality. So same thing with the hidden masters. The hidden masters aren't actually. You don't gotta go seek them on a mountaintop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they can be found within anybody. It's just that 85% is just gray matter. And you could put electricity through it and activate it. You know what I mean? But it's the difference between driving a car that has a CD player and driving a car that doesn't have one installed. You know what I'm saying?
So what would you say would be a good starting point, just for a person basically to start opening up their eyes and just being a little bit more conscious and aware? What's some of the things that they can do?
Well, everything that I teach on this subject is always going to be from a Buddhist point of view.
Okay.
And anybody can study Zen. Zen is the art of just being. So everybody's a human being. So all they have to do is strip away all their thoughts, and it sounds like a lot of work. Like how can I just focus my mind on one point? But and you could do that right now. You could look at like a doorknob and just focus.
Yeah.
That's called shamatha. So shamatha is a technique of meditation where you just breathe. Just focus on your breath. And that's it. You don't have to do anything beyond that. And the method to the technique is emptiness, and understanding that breath will happen even if you're not thinking about it. Even if you're not thinking about breathing, you're still breathing. So that's a bridge between our voluntary and our involuntary body and mind. Just like right now your heart's beating, but you don't have to think about it to do it. So our breath, the breath of life, is a bridge in between free will and a higher power. So it's a very basic understanding that like you get like a 4-year-old kid and they get that. You know what I mean? But you get like a 45-year-old man that is more worried about like paying his bills, and he's got to wake up in the morning, and you know what I mean?
One of the things that I learned is, in terms of focusing on one particular point, people do that every day, but it's really a question of what you are focusing on. I've seen people who are drug addicts and they may focus on getting that next hit all day long. Or you may have a person that they play numbers or they do scratch off tickets or something. They're focused on that, you know. And people have oftentimes the actual tools, but it's a question where they're directing those tools and that energy in terms of just how they're living their life.
Whatever you're focusing on is what you're associating as yourself. So if you put your focus on women, you're associating yourself with women. If you're a man, that has all kinds of meanings to it. You know, like if your focus is on women as a man and you're looking at them in admiration, then you're looking at them as like a Casanova almost. You know, so you're looking at them as they want to be with me. You know, so you're like a predator at that point.